Going to the mountains, they're calling me. Well, I'm going to the mountains, going to my home. Well, going to the mountains, gonna spread my wings. I'm flying eagles singing.
Good morning from an absolutely gloriously sunny Kinlochleven, where everyone seems to be setting off towards Fort William. I think one thing I'll remember about walking the West Highland Way is how the weather can change so much. Like at one point yesterday, I was wearing a woolly hat and a duvet jacket, and at other times I was in short sleeves and a sun hat. 4 seasons in one day, but always wonderful. And there goes Nicola and her father, which is lovely, because I know her father wasn't walking yesterday because he was feeling perhaps a rest day was in order. Many of us have felt like that. It's better to have a rest day and then go on fresh than to struggle on and get into trouble. It really is. And the mountain rescue people will confirm that over and over and over again. But as you can see, the whole world is going off in the direction of Fort William. I had a great evening at the tail race last night. When I arrived, I met up with a young man called Joe from Birkenhead, who'd been walking the trail sort of for the last few days. I've kept sort of meeting up with him and having a chat and having a drink. And so when I arrived, we sat down and had a pint together. And then he went off and found his wild camping site somewhere in the woods with the midges. And I sneaked off to my room and a shower. But that's what comes of being sort of my age, isn't it? Yes, I don't do things like that anymore. I used to, once upon a time. And then later on into the pub came 2 women, Julie and Jackie from the Manchester area, that again I've talked with and walked with over the last few days. So we had a meal together, and then we saw Joe again and we had a bit of a chat with him. It is such a sociable experience doing these walks. You know, don't think if you do them on your own you'll be lonely. Anything but. And then this morning I had a great breakfast again, including black pudding. I should know better by now, but it's my last day. It's my last morning in Scotland, because tomorrow I'm catching a very early train. So bring on the black pudding. That's what I say. You know, what's 14 miles and 2,000 foot of ascent? I can take it. Oh, an absolutely glorious sight at the end of that climb up. And I get to the top and I find someone else from Wales, Peter from Cardiff, who's wild camped up here. So you woke up to this morning.
Yeah, I had my cup of coffee looking at that view this morning.
Hey, that's good, eh? But it meant you had to walk up here. And you said you're not doing the West Highland Way, you're doing
Land's End to John O'Groats to Land's End. So I've come from John O'Groats and I'm going to Land's End. And one of the peaks I want to do is Snowdon. So I want to go through mid Wales, do Snowdon first, through mid Wales, over the Brecons, stop off at my mum's for a cuppa in Cardiff.
Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, you got to call in your mums, haven't you?
Exactly. And then literally just carry on then down to Cornwall. So go over the old Severn. And yeah.
So how long will that take you?
Probably another 2.5, maybe 3 months.
Ah, great, yeah. What a way to spend the summer. What a way.
So end of August, it should be already done and dusted.
Hey, well, you know, if the weather carries on like this, you're going to have a glorious time. I think you're going to have a glorious time anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
Have you done anything like this before?
Nothing of this magnitude, no. It's like pretty much 4 months just in the wild.
Yeah.
But it's brilliant, you know. waking up to nature, looking at that view for a morning view. Like what else could you want, like?
Yeah, well, I will say bore da and hwyl fawr and pob lwc. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. And what a view.
So you do a little vlog, do
What
you?
a view. It's been a good pull out of Kinlochleven, but a lovely walk through the woods and a nice path. And now we've got this wonderful view. Great way to start my last day. Although it seems that wasn't the top and it's still going up. Never mind. It goes up one heck of a lot further, but there are also blue skies up there. So that's something to look forward to. I could be doing this in the pouring rain with a howling gale. Lots to be thankful for. I can see that there's still scent to go, but I also know from looking in the other direction, and there's Kinlochleven over there, that I've climbed up quite a way. It's pretty good first thing in the morning, I'd say. And there go the two young men I met at the bottom of the Devil's Staircase yesterday. They while camped just above Kinlochleven. Lots of midges, lots of ticks, but they said it was wonderful. And carrying their backs, they go a heck of a lot faster than me. I've met a very colourful man wearing a kilt. I'm not sure it's an authentic kilt, but
No, it's a skort.
it's a skort.
Yeah.
Right, is that what they call them?
Crossed with shorts.
Skirt crossed with shorts, yeah,
Yes.
and I now see his shorts as well,
Yes.
which have the Scottish saltire on them.
It does indeed. Yes.
So what do you say you're doing?
So we're doing the National Three Peaks Ultra Marathon.
So what does that...
So basically, starting at Ben Nevis,
Yeah?
we're then going to run to Scarfield Pike, up and down Scarfield, then run on to Snowdon, and then do Snowdon as well. So it's roughly 450 miles over the next 90 days.
Well, I wish you luck. Thank you for talking to me.
Not a problem.
Are you doing it for any particular reason or just...
So there's about 30 of us out here doing it.
Yeah, oh well,
So
good on you, good on you. Good luck,
Okay.
bye-bye.
bye-bye.
This stretch of Military Road seems to be going on forever and ever and ever, and my feelings towards General Wade are getting perhaps not so positive again. Although walking for me on a day like today is a lot easier than it probably was for the redcoats trudging through here in very different footwear in the middle of winter. It's glorious, it's glorious. And it seems lots of people have had the same idea as me. This is a good spot for lunch. According to the Ordnance Survey map, these last 6-7 miles until I get to Glen Nevis at the bottom of Ben Nevis and then have the short walk road into Fort William. Yeah, these last 6-7 miles are supposed to be through forests, but I was already made aware that much of it has been felled, which is good in that the midges won't be around, but it's such a glorious day. It would be quite nice to have some shade. This brings back memories of Connick Hill. First day, last day. It looked a bit of a big, enormous thug when I saw it yesterday from the top of the Devil's Staircase. And I think the closer you get to Ben Nevis, the bigger and mightier it seems. Some people walk up it the day after they get to Fort William as finishing off the West Highland Way. But I think today is sufficient for me. And I've been away now for 2 weeks because of my little excursions here, there and everywhere around Aricha and up Ben Lomond. It's time for me to go home now. But I'm sure I'll be back another day, and I'm sure one day I'll get up there. This day, the 3rd of June 2022, will stand out in history as possibly the one and only day when people are struggling to complete the West Highland Way, because it is so hot and so sunny. I thought I'd prepared for everything, but I don't think any of us expected this. And the time has come for me to eat my Tunnocks caramel bar and to have some of that Glengoyne 18-year-old whisky that I've been carrying all the way that I've been walking the West Highland Way. Well, I'm on the path that runs down to the road that goes through Ben Nevis and into Fort William. I've opened my wee bottle here because I don't suppose you're allowed to drink whisky in the town centre in Fort William. And also, this is really more of the end of the West Highland Way for me. After this is going to be busy roads going down into a town centre, though there is that thrill of getting to the big statue at the end. So it's been such an incredibly hot sunny day. It's been a beautiful day, and again I've had great company along the way and talking to lovely people and seeing unbelievable scenery. Another golden day to treasure. I've enjoyed all this Highland Way, the Highland Way itself and the bits I've done on the sides. I've got to thank all those people who've made it so great for me, the people I've walked with who've encouraged me and shown me such friendship, the people who've provided accommodation, the people who've moved my bag, the people who've had the cafes and the pubs I've called in, all the friends back home who've been supporting me along the way, Sound Women for giving me a great soundtrack. I've been humming that tune up every hill and along every difficult path. It's great to walk to. And my lovable, lovely, wonderful husband, Roger, who waved me off and has encouraged me along the way and tracked my progress and made sure I'm safe at the end of each day, and is going to be there when I get home tomorrow. So to all of you and to the West Highland Way, thank you for a great experience and great memories, and I'm going to enjoy my whisky. Got to have a second tip.